In my work in the Debris Center over the last year, I have spent time literally with more than 100 marketplace leaders, talking to them about their life and work and faith. And the thing I hear again and again and again is that people really want to know how God relates to their work. They really want to serve the Lord, not just on Sundays or mission trips, but every single day. They want to discover how their work supports what God is doing in the world. And one of the things we get to do in these formation groups is work on those kinds of questions. What does it mean to be called to God and then to serve God in the business world or the world of education or government in the wider marketplace? And it's exciting to get with people as they work through these questions and really discover the difference God makes and the difference they can make in God's work in the world. In figuring out our vocation and what it means to live our vocation each day, we can do that by ourselves, but it really helps to have other people with us. In fact, God has put us in community so that we can figure these things out together. And so in the Fuller Formation groups are communities of people who are not just seeking their own way, but trying to help each other. And they think together, they experience things together, they pray together, they walk with each other through this process of discernment and growth. And in the groups we've had so far, deep relationships are formed, deep friendships, folks who probably will stay together as friends for many years because they've shared so deeply in this really wonderful experience of knowing God and God's call better. For marketplace leaders, we gather a group of people, about a dozen people, for a cohort that spends about a year together in retreats and online gatherings. And the point of this is to help folks, first off, really clarify their vocation, their calling. Most marketplace leaders I know have a sense that they're there because of God's guidance and direction. But we want to help them get clearer on what that means and then figure out how they can live so that for the rest of their life they can be the kind of person God's called them to be in the world. Seminaries, you think, well, seminaries prepare pastors for church work or maybe folk for mission work, and we do that at Fuller, and we're glad to do it. But we really see God's call on people's lives much more broadly. Every Christian has a vocation. That is to say, every Christian is called by God into God's service, called by God to live out a life of service. And Fuller Seminary is committed to helping folk across the spectrum discover what that kind of faithfulness means. So for marketplace leaders, and that's where we focus in the Debris Center, we want to help them know God, know their call, and live it out in daily life.